the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Slams it ahead. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the one. He just couldn't get it in. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Shows him the stiff arm. Crosses the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Chambers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Takes a handoff. It's Boston. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. The give to the back. Could be an alley. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big move.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Give him 109 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
On the move. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Riley. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. Big fullback's got it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the back. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They are controlling the ball, 9th play of the drive. To the ground with the back. To the 15. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the 1st game of the season. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Riley, driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll try to pound their way in.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to pound it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Throwing Mack. And the defense swarms him under the 2-point attempt is stopped, and so too is the attempt to tie the game. He'll bring it back looking for help. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Hall. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted.
I I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Quarterback keeper. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Hill. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. There's some room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Power football with the run. Touchdown time! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man, it'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Quick handoff. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal.
Red 18.
Handoff to the fullback. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He's secure.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Alabama!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Hall. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running inside, it's Chambers. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on second down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Chambers. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Paul. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they would go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw.
Caught, and he's got room. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Marshall quick to the line. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The offense set for a 1st down play. They just keep firing. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Hurd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. And David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Right back to him on the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
The give to the tailback. And that is how we will wrap this one up. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out and start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.